My dad married my stepsister and they are now having a baby. My stepsister has been in our lives since she was around 3 or 4 years old. Her biological father passed away when she was just a baby, so my dad basically raised her as his own. Growing up, they were always strangely close, and to be honest, it did make me jealous because it was so obvious that he loved her more than he loved me, and I'm his firstborn child. For a little bit of context, I'm a year younger than she is, and since I was like 10 or 11, I have had people come up to me and ask me if there's anything going on between them because they just seem so close. Which genuinely seemed insane to me at the time because I could never picture my father doing something like that or being capable of that. They were constantly together though. Like, he would not allow her to have sleepovers with her friends. And my sisters and I were all allowed to have sleepovers whenever we wanted, but she never stayed the night with anyone. She never really dated anyone, and it was like an unspoken thing, but I remember she walked out with a boy out of school one day and she told me to not tell our dad about it. She then grew up to work with him and she stopped calling him dad and started calling him by his real name. Fast forward some years and she's 20 years old and her mother and my dad got a divorce. She got a different job, not working with him anymore, but she continued to live with him just like our brothers did. Fast forward a few more years and I go over to their house and I see that her bed is in the same room as his. I asked them why they did this and they said that they felt like our brothers needed their own rooms individually to themselves, so they just moved her bed into his room. Obviously, I thought that was really weird, like that's not a normal excuse, but then I later found out that that same day, they actually told my other stepsister about their relationship, and she got really upset and was not accepting of it at all. Several months later, I am at my daughter's birthday party, and my little sister shows me a TikTok that my father had posted, and it's a love song with a slideshow of a bunch of pictures of my stepsister, and basically he's proclaiming his love for her. I was shocked and disgusted, to say the absolute least. And then I was even more upset when I find out that I'm literally the last one to know about this. My only full sibling, who should be the one that told me about this, has known for months and didn't tell me about it. And the worst part is that she is supportive of their relationship. I am very much the opposite, which seems normal to me. Like, I'm so confused. After he posted that TikTok with her, I messaged him and asked why he hadn't told me, and he literally just said IDK, and that was 3 years ago. But I've heard differing stories from everyone, and some say that the relationship started like 8 years ago, and then other people say that their relationship started like 11 years ago. But that was the last time that I talked to him. My stepsister is 30 years old and my dad is 51 years old. They got married like a year or so ago, and recently I was scrolling on Facebook and I saw that she was tagged in something, so I went to her profile page and there it is, a pregnancy announcement posted about a month ago, and I am, again, the last one to know. I'm just honestly so sick of everyone thinking that I'm the bad guy because I don't approve of their relationship. Like, I don't understand how no one in my family can see what's wrong here. This has definitely driven a wedge between me and most of my family members, and guess what? Today I got a message from my full blood sister telling me that their child, their baby that's coming, is a girl. So that's very concerning to me. But I basically have no relationship with my full blood sister anymore because of her supportiveness towards this relationship, and I just cannot handle it. But yeah, just needed to vent, I guess.
My boyfriend and his girl best friend are going on a week-long vacation together, and they uninvited me. My boyfriend and I really wanted to go on a vacation this summer to Hawaii, to his mom's vacation house there, with two of his best friends, who one is a male and one is a female. We have been planning this all spring, and out of nowhere his guy best friend dropped out, so that left just the three of us, me, my boyfriend, and his girl best friend. A little bit of context about our relationship: me and my boyfriend have been together for a year, and we both agreed that this is a long-term thing and that I'm probably going to be moving in with him soon. Early June, when his guy best friend, and we're just gonna call him Jake for the sake of this story, dropped out of this vacation, his girl best friend, who we're gonna call Jane, called my boyfriend saying that she felt uncomfortable with me going on the trip since Jake dropped out because she doesn't know me that well and she really didn't want to be a third wheel. She said that if I were to go, then she wouldn't go on the trip. Without even telling me that this was happening, they completely changed plans and made it a trip that would just be the two of them and changed the location to a beach in Costa Rica. I was trying to figure out what week I should ask off for work, so I asked my boyfriend what week I should set aside for Hawaii. Obviously, I hadn't known that the plans had changed yet. And that's when he let me know that actually they changed plans because his friend didn't want to go if I was going. He said, maybe we can just go another week and we'll go to Mexico City or something. I tried to talk to him about how I felt and that this really upset me. Because this wasn't a case of like they planned this vacation before he even knew me. This was a case of me being invited and uninvited on a trip that's a week long with a girl that I've never even met. So instead, we decided to do a trip to Copenhagen as compensation. I also asked to meet her so that I would feel more comfortable about the trip that they're going on together. We ended up going to visit her and her boyfriend in the city that they live in, and while it was nice putting a face to the name, it ended up being a very cold trip because she was not welcoming to me at all. My boyfriend even brought up how unfriendly she was to the both of us and said that she was really surprised that she didn't act more warm towards me. Mind you, I went out of my way to try to get to know her and her boyfriend. I'm very friendly and welcoming, and even after a few days, it never clicked. They were somewhat cold to each other as well, like they bickered a lot back and forth. Mind you, this was my effort to feel better about the trip that they were going on together alone, so I told my boyfriend that I'm still not comfortable with the trip and I honestly feel very insulted by the way everything was handled. I asked him to please come up with something that would make me feel better about the trip. When we were visiting his family, the trip got brought up and they were all really shocked that he would have organized it this way, and they told me that they would be furious if they were in my position. That ended up triggering a fight between us, and I asked him again to please come up with something to make me feel better about the trip. All he said was that he would never do something like this again, and that kind of just didn't really feel like anything to offer because this is a once-in-a-lifetime trip. Eventually, he asked me to come up with solutions that would help me feel more secure, and then the days just went by, couldn't really think of anything, and their trip was here. He bought me a bag of peanut butter cups and I drove the two of them to the airport. I feel so disregarded and disrespected by all of this, and I really want to break up with him, but I don't want to lose something that has been otherwise really good. Am I the asshole for refusing to attend my sister's wedding after she secretly dated and got engaged to my ex-fiance? I was engaged to my ex-fiance Mike for 2 years, and we had been together for 5 years previous to that. We were supposed to get married last summer. About 3 months before we were supposed to get married, I found out that he had actually been cheating on me with someone else, so I immediately called off the wedding. It was so devastating. Mike moved away shortly after we broke up, and I thought that that was the end of it. Fast forward to last month, I get a call from my little sister, who is 25 years old, and her name is Lily. And she tells me that she has really exciting news to share, and she wants me to come over to my parents' house for dinner. When I arrived, Lily and my parents were all smiles, and that's when she dropped the bombshell that she is engaged to Mike. My head was literally spinning. I felt like I was about to pass out. I guess Lily and Mike have been dating in secret for the past year, and now they're engaged. My parents had known about this for months, but decided to keep it a secret as well, just to protect my feelings. They actually thought that I would be happy for them eventually, and Lily tried to justify it, saying that her and Mike fell in love after our breakup and that their relationship was meant to be. She insisted that they didn't start dating until our relationship was officially over, but I felt betrayed in so many ways. I told them that I wanted absolutely nothing to do with their wedding, and I stormed out, and since then I've been receiving a bombardment of text messages and calls from Lily and my parents. They're saying that I'm selfish and that I'm overreacting. They're also saying that true love is rare and that I should be supportive of Lily's new relationship with Mike. Now, the wedding is in a few months and the pressure is on. My parents have even threatened to cut me off financially if I don't attend the wedding. Some of my friends think that I should keep the peace and just show that I'm over it by attending the wedding, and then my other friends think that that is absolutely insane. They are actually appalled and they think that I have every right to be upset and run away from the whole scenario. And to add insult to the injury, Lily recently asked me if I would be her maid of honor and claims that she wants to try to mend our relationship.
Honestly, the request has made me feel a little bit torn because I really don't want to ruin our whole family dynamic over this, but I just genuinely cannot shake the hurt and betrayal of this whole situation. So, am I the asshole for refusing to attend my sister's wedding?